I make people's weekly salaries in a matter of minutes in the financial markets as an unemployed college graduate. Let me show you how I do it. A lot of people say that the markets are very, very hard. It's very, very tricky to make money in the markets. I don't really believe that. I believe that if you've mastered this skill, you can pull money out of thin air at any time you want, however you want, wherever you want. So I'm just going to stop yapping and I'm going to show you guys how I actually do it so you could just copy me. What I look for in the markets is supports and resistances, and usually somewhere along the line, there's some sort of consolidation that happens, and there's a break of a support and there's a break of a resistance, and wherever it retests on the support or resistance is a great entry, and price usually goes into the direction where it broke, right? So, for example, if it breaks up, the price will keep going up, and you will eventually hit your take profit. This is a trade I got into yesterday. I'll show you how I did it, and I'll show you my thought process of going about it. So for the past few days, I'm actually going to go on to a higher time frame. For the past few days, you can see that the market's been pumping pretty decently, right? I mean, there's been a couple of days where it's been red, but most of the days it just keeps going up, keep going up, keeps going up, right? So I know that I'm looking for buys. Even though there are some red days, I know that I'm looking for buys most of the time, right? So around yesterday when I woke up at around 5:30ish, and I saw that the market was in a place. It kind of looked like this. I could show you the best way to like kind of, instead of having to use TradingView's rewind tool, is that you just kind of like go back this way. It's the cheaper way to do it. I've made thousands of dollars in the markets. I'm never paying for TradingView Premium, but this is basically where the market was, and I could tell that there was a very, very big support that was right around here that was being made, but I was looking for buys for most of the day yesterday, and don't know what happened. I think some sort of news got broken out, and the market just literally dumped, right? But they didn't dump completely because this major support was already made yesterday at 6:30 or 6:45, right? So it didn't break this support, it didn't break this resistance, right? So I knew that I was gonna stay in. I didn't get into a trade just because there was a bunch of supports that were broken. I would have gotten stopped out almost immediately, right? What I did is wait, and usually around after 8 o'clock, I don't really like to trade, but I set up an alert right around here and right around here to see if anything would break. And honestly, I made a new support right there. As you can see, like before, you can see that my stop loss was moved over here. I'll show you why that was. So I was looking for some sort of break to happen in this area or this area, and I got an alert around 11 o'clock, and I got an alert that price was breaking this certain point in the market, right? I check out my phone, I wait for a close, and I set a buy limit right around here at this support, and I set my stop loss right around here. Now, personally, this is my philosophy in trading. I've been using a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which has been about 80 to 90% accurate. This month it was actually 100% accurate. And it's allowed me to like consistently make money, right? With 1-to-1 risk to reward ratios. I know you can go higher, and I know you can get into different kinds of setups that'll make you more money. There's a bunch of concepts out there, ICT concepts, SMC concepts, all these concepts are out there that allow for higher risk to reward ratios, but I am more consistently profitable than all of those people. I've been able to say this definitively. When a lot of ICT traders lose money, I actually make money then, right? Now, eventually my support that was, or this resistance that was broken, a retest happened, and I got in right around here, right? And very little drawdown. I had basically like no drawdown at all, right? And within about 40-ish minutes, I made my money and I got out of the markets, right? I'll show you that it was 40 minutes. I can prove all these things. I can prove all my track record and everything. I can prove everything. Don't worry about that. Right? So this is my basic setup of yesterday, right? A resistance was broken, a price ceiling was broken, a retest happened at that area, and I just took that trade by setting a buy limit, right? Happened on its own, and I didn't even really realize that the take profit got hit until I got the notification and I checked like 8 minutes later, and it was already hit, right? So let me go on and prove to you guys that I've actually made the money that I've said I've made, right? In order to make money in the financial markets, I like to leverage prop firm accounts that allow me to make consistent profits week after week, month after month. And I'm able to honestly make money for free at this point because I've gotten more than four payouts from funding pips. And after four payouts, they actually refund you the money that you put in for a challenge fee, right? So you first pass that two-step challenge, right? The first step is around 8%. The second step is around 5%, right? And then you get funded. After your fourth payout you get with them, you get a full refund of your initial fee that you paid. So at this point, I've been making money for absolutely free, right? I've made over $9,300 with one prop firm account, one 100K account, and honestly, I made all this money for free, right? So you can see that this specific account was started in January 31st. I didn't start really trading on it until like a little after, but it's a 100K account. You can see that it's a master account. I use Match Trader, and I could show you my profit also from yesterday. This is from yesterday. This is the opening time, 1934, right? And I got out around 2014. That's 40 minutes, guys. I made $1,126 in 40 minutes. And if you even take account of the prop firm fee or the 80% split that they have, 1126 times 0.80, that's a $900 day right there. All you need is about 4 to 5 of those kinds of days throughout the month, and you're making a full-time income just from one 100K account. Literally just from one account, right? There's no consistency rules or anything, but this is the power of day trading. I haven't been able, honestly, I'll get a little bit more close with everybody. I haven't been able to get a job after college, even though I have a engineering degree in a highly demanding career field. I haven't been able to get a job, which is interesting because that's what I was promised in college. In a way, not really, but in a way, you're kind of promised that you're going to have a good income and all that stuff. But I decided that I was going to learn how to day trade in 2019 when I got into college. And that was the best decision that I ever made because now that everybody else is scrambling for jobs and everything, right, and applying to random positions just so they can get a small internship, I'm able to make a weekly salary in a matter of minutes just from one funded account. That's got nothing to do with the other funded accounts that I have, right? It's very interesting. So, if you're still interested in my videos and stuff, you can keep watching me. I don't like to keep these videos too long, but I do like to keep them informed. I'll keep uploading my trade recaps. I'll keep uploading my wins and any of the funded accounts that I decide to get into. Thank you for watching my video, and I plan to release more videos like this in the coming months, in the coming days, showing my progress as a full-time day trader. And yeah, maybe you can get a little bit of knowledge watching me. And if you'd like to work with me, you can see the link in bio is my Instagram. You can contact me on there, and we talk more about how I've been able to consistently be profitable. In this specific month, I haven't lost a single trade. Just for your information. I'm that fucking good.